Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and we've got an event to attend. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so as you can see, there are some empty areas in my city, and they are all boxed up. That's right, I am preparing for the event. I'm bringing as much as I can. The coordinator is trying to get as much space filled as possible, so we went ahead and packed up a lot of things for the build. I've got a bunch of things to show everybody. Hopefully we see a lot of people there. I'm so excited. I've done only one event before, as you guys have seen. It was the Adventure Weekend, but this is a 2-day conference called Brickfest, and I am excited. So let's go ahead and wrap up the packing and get things situated. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are the bins. I still have yet to pack them in my truck because I got a bunch more stuff I need to do today before loading everything in the truck. And it means driving around and all that kind of fun stuff, so I don't want to bounce these or the builds around any more than I really have to. So all packed up, ready to go, can't wait. Alright guys, so we have 5 total bins, and we are all packed up and ready to go. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but there's probably a good, on average, 2 builds per bin. Some have a little bit more, some have a little bit less. And then coming around my truck, we have the cart to lug it all in, and then my Chinese festival over there. So really excited about this. I have a lot to set up for tomorrow, but hopefully I can get it all done. I can hopefully get in there right at 8 o'clock and then start setting up as soon as possible. So I'm super excited. Hey Brickheads, finally checking into the hotel. Just got here to Brickfest in Pasadena. I am beat. I am really tired. So I'm gonna call it a night, check into my hotel, and hopefully crash out pretty soon. So we'll see you in the morning. Alright guys, we are all set for Brickfest Live. That's right. Unfortunately, it's still dark out. So, but I am excited. As you can see, it is 6:54 in the morning. As I'm waiting here for the doors to open at 7:30, I'm checking out Matt with Brix's live stream, so having fun there. But yeah, I'm excited. We get to show off the builds, talk to a lot of people, hopefully, and have a good time. So let's get unpacking the truck, and let's get in there. Alright guys, so we are packed up for Brickfest Live into the cart. Now we're going in to set up. Alright guys, so here we are at Exhibit Hall A and B for the Pasadena Convention Center. Now, as you walk in, you will see all the tables and displays and everything that has been set up. They gave us an opportunity to set up on Friday. However, I wasn't able to make it down, so I couldn't set up until Saturday. So this kind of gives you an idea of the room. There's a lot going on, so let's take a look. So here are some of the builds from our tie lug. It is just really cool to be able to showcase some of the stuff that we've done, some of the builds that we've created, all that kind of fun stuff. You can see here are my builds. I had a little bit of a smaller table the first day, but I was able to get a lot more space on the second day. So that kind of gives you an idea of some of the stuff that we put together. This is one of the builds that our tie lug members have put together. Not only did they do a war scene, but they also put together a state fair section, which was pretty massive, as you can see. There's a lot of details in it, so it's hard to really go over a lot of this particular setup, but I believe it was over like something like 50 to 75 feet long. Pretty crazy to have that much space and build, but it was pretty cool. Alright guys, so going around the room, there was a lot of builds from displayers that were just amazing. This one was just holy cow awesome. So this is basically the Sith arena, and this builder and designer just went epic on a lot of the details. He said he'd never built before, and he basically just started with one section and just kept going, and people kept telling him, hey, you should keep going, add more, add more, add more, and before he knew it, it was about 10 base plates wide by a good 10 to 15 base plates long. So he said he kind of had to stop because he ran out of space, and as we always say, that is one of the biggest things. So I spent a little bit of extra time actually looking through this because he kind of gave me a private tour. He opened up a lot of the compartments so that I could see inside of it. This builder just did an amazing job, like with all of the details, all of the aspects of the build, and it was a lot of fun to look at. As you guys know, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I love epic builds, and this is definitely one of them. It was just amazing to see, especially from someone who doesn't necessarily build all the time. He just did an amazing job. I mean, you can see the detail. This is one of the other compartments that he opened up and showcased, and he had told me he didn't have a whole lot of knowledge as far as techniques, but he just had fun and went for it. Now, some of the other builds, a lot of people brought to the tables anything from Winter Wonderlands, military, I mean, pretty much you name it. And that was the one thing I loved about all of these builds and this event was you didn't just have one or two different styles of builds. I mean, you had a lot of different things, and you had a lot of people from different age ranges. I mean, you had some people that were obviously adults, but you also had kids. You had people who developed art versus regular builds. I mean, these art pieces were just, holy cow, you think the world map is big. These, I mean, these were easily 4 feet by 4 feet long. And the detail on it, this one actually had lights that shined for the lava, so, which was really, really cool. This one was one of my favorites, and the reason why is because this young man, Noah, actually built this entire city with a bunch of his friends, and Noah is 7 years old. Him and his friends put a lot of work and detail in it. There's a lot of Easter eggs and fun stuff. There was Godzilla on one side and King Kong on the other, and he had a parade float I don't know if I caught it, but he had a parade float that was bananas, so that Kong could follow it. Again, there were a few different areas of Star Wars that people brought in, which was really cool because you got to see different viewpoints on different builds and different styles and building. Uh, you also had a lot of smaller builds, like 16 by 16s, in addition to the bigger builds, like the 32 by 32, 48 by 48, and even bigger. Now, in addition to the builds, some people expanded on regular sets, as you can see with the Mos Eisley's Cantina, and then again, of course, mocked out their own little sections. And again, it was really fun seeing the different interpretations of all the builds. Some builders and designers decided to go a little smaller versus bigger. It just kind of depended on what, of course, they wanted to do. There was also a large variety of different styles and builds, different themes, all that kind of fun stuff. But as you can see, there was still quite a bit of Star Wars, which was a lot of fun. Because again, I'm not big into Star Wars, so it was really cool to see all of those details and all of those builds. Some of the builds were a little hard to get close to because there are railing, but this mammoth of an amazing ship was awesome. I got a chance to kind of take a look, and the builder opened things up for me, and it was just awesome to see that kind of stuff. So over here, they had a large area for different aspects. As you can see, there were a lot of people here. Now, this event is geared more towards kids and families because you have a lot of those different activities, and it was just actually really cool to see everything. Um, so this area is one of the several building areas that they have for the kids. I kind of tried to walk around see everything, and there was so much to see and do here. It was a lot of fun. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but just people were having a good time adding to it, seeing all of the different aspects. I know I'm going crazy with the camera, so I apologize. But again, I wanted to showcase everything and the video not be like 15 hours long. Over here, this was really cool. You had sections where you could actually stand next to these figures and take pictures. And these are all 100% Lego, and they are, 6 feet tall at least, most of them. So it was a lot of fun to actually see all of these. I kind of got a closer up view the following day. Again, as you can see, there's a lot of people here. So I got a chance to get close to these and have fun with them. Another cool part is they did have a couple vendors going. Then, in addition to that, oh, this is the section I was talking about where it was the big floor art piece. And it was cool because people got to build actually different areas of the build, and then at the end of the day, it was built. Now, obviously, they had a stage with 3 of the Lego Masters contestants on it. It was a lot of fun. So that is the host in the red pants, and then you've got Caleb, and then and Brian. Jen was also there, but I'm not sure. There she is. So you had 3. They also walked around, and it was kind of cool because Jen was walking around and giving out little trophies on day 2 of the builds that she liked. Unfortunately, I didn't get one, but that's okay. It was still a lot of fun to see. Caleb was actually really cool. I got to talk to him quite a bit. And again, I apologize for the shaky camera-ness, but I just kind of wanted to showcase that it was a lot of fun because they answered questions. They gave you ideas of what was going on during the show, and all that kind of fun stuff. So it was really cool for them to be out answering questions, having a good time with everybody, checking out the builds.
and just enjoying the openness and the ambiance of Lego. So this was another build section that was more geared towards the bigger blocks. Once you built, you actually put your build on the tables for display, similar to like what we did, and it was a lot of fun to see what people kind of came up with and designed. Some very interesting and cool builds in there, to say the least. This was also another cool area, and I apologize because I had to walk by really quickly. So there was an artist who took the minifigures, the CMFs and all that, and then actually built wood carvings of them bigger. I had to get back to my booth quickly, so I kind of went through these rather fast, but it was really cool to see different designs and builds. This section was geared more towards, you know, the statues, and this is all built with Lego, and it was a really cool thing to see all the villains and, you know, all the fun stuff that people were able to come up with and build. Last but not least, a couple of our other members came over to Tai Lug and set up more displays. So I just wanted to share those. This was really cool as far as an underwater. I need to pick his brain to see how he did it, because that would be cool to do. And then he had all of the minifigures in there with a couple more small builds.
Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and I just want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon and YouTube members. It really does mean a lot that you guys are investing in me and my channel, and I am super excited that you love everything that we're doing on the channel. So thank you guys so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content and want more, you can sign up with my memberships on both Patreon and YouTube, and we will see you next time on 36 Bricks.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Bricks.